It's Madden NFL 24, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Broncos and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the L.A. Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Herbert. That's to the sideline and incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on, reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. They work now on 2nd and 9. Wilson. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 51 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving 1st quarter. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. Well, they were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
It's now 3rd and 11.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now Wilson down around its goal line. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
39-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. Now inside the 25. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 75 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson, man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Wilson. Finding Williams on the check down. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Wilson will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Marr able to put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 4. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. On second down, Eckler. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high,
Automatic
the
first down.
tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Herbert. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Herbert back to the air. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Eckler, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down 21-10, a little under a minute 50 remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Finding Sutton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop this down to Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
That is caught, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd down. Again, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Los Angeles, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year.